up? Welcome to the Vegas Benchwarmer channel. This is the Benchwarmer Podcast. My name is Eric. He hate me 702. This is the man, the myth, the legend.
Frank. Jeremy with a G.
What's up, buddy? How's it going?
It's going. Vacation is getting closer.
Yes, it is for both of us. I mean, I'm on a permanent vacation as we speak right now, but yes, it is for both of us. You're going again too. Want to tell everybody?
I mean, I'm going to the Philippines and Hawaii.
Mm-hmm. He's going to get that sun and fun. That fun in the sun. Jeremy going to come back a couple shades darker.
Possibly.
Or red. Or really, really red.
I'm back looking like a lobster.
Really, really red. Just to let y'all know, every time Jeremy complains about going to the VA hospital, I had experience with that this weekend when I took my dad down there.
Thought I was fucking lying. Just saying.
I literally thought Jeremy was lying. I thought there was no way that hospital could be that bad. No way whatsoever. And I hate hospitals. So for me to say that fucking UMC is almost a better hospital than that hospital is fucking horrible. Not cleanliness, not safety-wise probably, but just the way they treat their staff, their people. It's absolutely ridiculous. Oh my God. Yeah, so yeah, horrible experience. Dad's okay though. Got an orthopedic thing on Tuesday. He's got to go back. He's like, hey, I got an appointment at 2:30 on Tuesday with the ortho. I'm like, well, I can't take you. My wife works and Quinn will be at school. So, yep, sorry. You got to Uber. I'm not going to sit there for another 3 fucking hours. Okay, so a lot of stuff to talk about. First thing I think we'll get into is, so I don't forget this, is going to be the week 8 picks and a review of the week 7. How we sit so far at week 7 with our picks. Also talk about some franchise football at the same time, because I'm not franchise fantasy, because we have not been talking about fantasy either in our fantasy league. Jeremy just beat me. The week before. I don't know what I was doing.
He was praying to the gods to get all the points.
Dude, my shit just don't be working. I'm telling y'all, it just don't be working. My stuff, my teams don't. I got no soldier in them. I got no fight in them. My teams ain't got no soldier. They ain't got no fight. They give up too easy. All right, so as of right now, where we sit, Mo is leading at 70 and 40. Jeremy and Sam are second place at 69 and 41. And I am in last place at 68 and 42. Not bad. Starting to get a little worried, though. Starting to get a little worried because y'all might pull away from me. Luckily, I am so happy that none of us had 6-7, because that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard of in my life. Jeremy, have you heard of that 6-7 thing?
I don't understand what the fuck it is.
I don't understand what the fuck it is either that the kids be saying. So somebody in the comments, if y'all under like 16, let me know. Because I have no clue what 6-7. I've Googled it. I've asked my kids. I've asked my youngest kid. I literally got to call my granddaughter and ask her. So last week, Mo went 12 and 3. Jeremy went 11 and 4. Me and Sam both went 10 and 5. So right now, yeah, I'm 0 for 1 because I picked the Vikings, because fuck the Chargers. Yeah. We're not rooting for the Chargers. Chargers, Raiders, Broncos. That's probably going to be my downfall again. So we all got the Falcons in week 8. We all got the Bengals in week 8. We all got the Patriots in week 8. And we have 3 of us have the Eagles, with me being the only Giants pick. We all have the Bills. We all have the Bears, with Jeremy picking the Ravens. Jeremy, do you know something?
No, but it's Caleb Williams.
Yeah, but it's Cooper Rush.
And it's still fuckface is their coach.
Ben Johnson. Okay. We all picked the 49ers over the Texans. We all picked the Bucks over the Saints. Mo and I picked the Cowboys over the Broncos. We all picked the Colts over the Titans. I picked the Packers over the Steelers, with everybody else going the Steelers, and we all picked the Chiefs over the Commanders. A lot of teams on the bye week this week. Fantasy is not doing good. A lot of teams on the bye week. All right, so let's go back to week 7. One word. One word. This is going to be a new thing that we start, where we just have one word to describe our team's performance or whatever we want. Your one word could be fuck. Your one word could be hellacious. We could be talking about this. We're going to talk about our team's performance for the first 7 weeks and last week. To give one word, how would you describe our team? Jeremy, go ahead. You start with your one word.
Does it have to be one word?
One word.
I told you so. It's one word. I didn't put a space between none of them.
Oh my God. Okay, so go ahead and elaborate on your one word. What do you mean by that?
I told you all not to hire that fucking piece of shit motherfucker. And then now we got this stupid motherfucker son sitting there doing interviews like this. Oh, hey, how the fucking, oh yeah, well, I think the guys are.
Who are we talking about?
Fucking Brennan Carroll's stupid fucking goat looking ass.
So,
yeah.
Where do you think you need to improve on?
The coaching staff.
Okay. Do you regret Ashton Genty as the pick?
No.
Okay. Because there's a lot of Raiders fans that they're just basically saying that he's not a bad pickup. It's just you put him in a position where you didn't have a quarterback and you don't have a great line.
I regret the coaching staff.
Okay.
Especially the head coach.
Okay.
Who lost the locker room in Seattle. Who should have been fired 15 years ago.
Wait, hold on. He won a championship within 15 years.
I don't care what he won.
Hold on.
He also threw a pass on the 1 yard line.
With Marshawn Lynch.
I mean, at least when Gruden hired his son, there's been fucking how many regimes that have kept his son on the fucking team. And Deuce Gruden don't look like he's having a fucking stroke.
So you're saying he should have been fired 15 years ago. You're saying that he should have never came into the NFL.
He should have never been born.
Dude, Pete Carroll has like 3 national championships.
I don't give a fuck if he had 17 Super Bowls.
Okay, got you. He did spend 14 years with Seattle. All right. So
he still threw a pass on the 1 yard line with Marshawn Lynch in the fucking backfield.
He did. And he has, from that moment on, he has done horrible.
And he's got a son that does this.
Okay. So, what is your one word for the rest of the season?
Tank.
Okay. You want to tank for Arch Mannings or who are we tanking for?
I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't care what their name is.
I mean, you have a pretty hard.
It could be Eric. You want to play quarterback?
No, not for the Raiders. Fuck you.
How about fucking receiver? How
Not
about
for the
cornerback?
Raiders. Not
Like,
for the Raiders.
how about fucking water boy? Like, I mean, you want to take Brandon Carroll's position? You may be able to do better as long as you don't do this.
I would definitely take his position, though. I'm not gonna lie on that. Okay, so right now for you to tank, that's kind of so you guys
Not
are
hard. We've got 2 wins.
yes, but the Texans have 2 wins, the Jets have 0, the Dolphins have 1, the Ravens have 1, the Titans have 1. That's just the AFC. The NFC, the Giants will probably be better than 2-5. The Saints are 1-6, and the Cardinals are 2-5.
I'm just talking about us tanking. I don't give a fuck what anybody else does.
So you're not taking for what would be the thing to tank if you don't want to pick up somebody in the
Look, just the Raiders need to tank and then trade every fucking buddy for the number 1 pick.
full rebuild?
And trade everybody except for Max Crosby.
Do you have an idea of who you want with the number 1 pick?
Look, at this point, I don't give a fuck who it is.
Okay.
Look, it could be a fucking offensive tackle. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
I'll go play fucking quarterback. And I'll tell you right now, I can't fucking play quarterback.
Well, we know this.
I'm 5'5". I'm not going to be able to see over the center.
Okay, so
But I bet you I can play better than Geno Smith.
You still owe Geno Smith a lot of money.
I don't give a fuck what. I will fucking put together a fucking GoFundMe and pay Geno Smith.
So Geno Smith has $66 million guaranteed. 58 was guaranteed.
I will give him a double cheeseburger and tell him to shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down.
So you have a potential out after next year.
We'll throw a pick for fucking the CFL.
Okay. All right. That was fun. That was okay.
Go throw a fucking pick for the fucking Houston Rattlesnakes or whatever the fuck their name is.
All right. Dude's getting paid $75 million. Throw picks. Fuck. Why can't I be like 6 foot?
Look, I will pay a player $1 million to go headhunting. What's the out? What? How do we get out of his contract without paying him shit?
I don't think you got to pay a player $1 million. We'll talk about that when we get to the NBA because players be doing stupid shit for the little bits of money.
Look, I'm gonna fucking go open an account and say I'm Geno Smith. I'm going to place some motherfucking bets.
That's gonna be a hard pull off. You get a blind banker.
Have you seen the masks that are around?
Yeah, but just 5'5".
I just need some stilts.
You need a lot more fucking stilts.
I need to lose some weight too.
So what was it? Okay, so my team, one word, first season, stressful. A lot of injuries, a lot of unknowns. First couple weeks, Patrick Mahomes running around like his life depended on it. I was feeling like I was in the Super Bowl again. Losing games by very, very little margins. I think all of our losses have become by 7 points or less. Might be 6 points. Seeing Trevor Lawrence flop on the ground and somehow get up and run into a touchdown. Very, very annoying. Gave me shades of Marcus Mariota catching a touchdown to himself. So yeah, very, very stressful. We're 4-3, so playing pretty good, getting healthy at the right time. Our offense seems to start to click. Spagnola's defense always takes time. They get better as the season goes on. So my word going forward for the rest of the season would be enjoyment. I'm just gonna sit back and enjoy this. I was talking to my nephew yesterday, and he was telling me that he's a Chiefs fan. It's weird. It's weird, Jeremy. This is like the weirdest.
Bandwagoners.
It's so now he's fucking 14, right?
I don't know if he's 3.
So I like with kids, I understand. Like my oldest son, literally would say, whenever I started liking that sport, I picked a team. that won the championship. So he picked the Boston Celtics because he started liking them in 2008. He really started watching basketball at that point in time, right? So he ended up picking them. He picked the Steelers. So granted, I mean, he's gotten pretty lucky with some of his picks, but it's just kind of one of those. I understand with kids, a lot of kids, they'll pick either what their family did, what their friends, what's popular at the time. But it's just weird hearing people go, yeah, man, I picked the Chiefs because, they're really good. And I just got into football. And I'm just like, y'all have no clue the fucking pain and turmoil I went through. Like all y'all new Chiefs fans have no fucking clue. Like, especially my wife. I love my wife to death, but she has never seen the Chiefs be bad. We literally got together the same season Andy Reid showed up. So, like, people don't understand watching a team where you don't get your first lead in a game till week like 7. They don't understand the pain and the turmoil where we would go and play the Colts in the playoffs, and I automatically knew we were going to fucking lose. Didn't matter who was there. We had a 28-point lead get evaporated. We had fucking Marcus Mariota catch a pass to himself in an end zone and another comeback and never played another down. Played like 2 more down. The next year he was benched for fucking what's his face from Miami, Ryan Tannehill. Like we had Tony Gonzalez leave us because he said he didn't want to go through a rebuild. We were so bad Joe Montana couldn't get us over the hump. Like we did not win a playoff game in the first round for like 15 years. And now we got fans that have never seen them not miss the AFC Championship. Like, he's like, do you expect the Chiefs to go to the Super Bowl? No, bitch. I don't. Why? Because it's fucking hard. As a Chiefs fan, like, I'm real. I'll say this. I don't think we can have 2 dynasties back to back. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't think we're going to get 20 years of Brady and then 20 years of Mahomes. So I'm kind of worried of what happens when it falls off and how soon that comes. Because, Jeremy, as a fan, you know this, right? That fall off happens quick, huh? 1 minute you're good. Next minute you don't have a winning season for 8 years. That happens to a lot of teams. So, enjoyment. I'm just going to enjoy what's going on for the rest of the thing. Thursday night football. Horrible. Carson Wentz sucks. I don't know why he's playing. I have a question. How bad do you think Minnesota fucked up?
Does Minnesota suck or does their line suck?
Both.
I mean, you also down by how much and you left them in the game when you could have put somebody else in the game.
Yep.
But you know your offensive line was absolutely terrible.
Yep.
So you let Carson Wentz in there to get absolutely fucking obliterated.
Yep.
So is your head coach just a piece of shit?
I mean, is this like...
Would Andy Reid have done that?
No. Kyle Shanahan would have. I don't think a lot of coaches would. Like, it's so bad the commentary is talking about it. Unless they didn't have a second quarterback on the roster. Yeah, so that just doesn't make sense. And you know what's going to happen.
And you know your line was absolutely terrible.
The backup quarterback's going to start next week. Watch.
So it's, I mean...
But is this just karma for what they've done the last couple of years?
I mean, they were saying, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, you had Kirk Cousins for a while. Kirk Cousins wanted to stay there. He already talked about that. We've seen that in the quarterback from the NFL. He said he wanted to stay there. He was completely shocked that they did not want him there. He was literally, even though they picked J.J. McCarthy, or they were going to pick a quarterback, he was literally okay with, hey, I start for a year or two and be a bridge quarterback. Look, and then they pick up Sam Darnold. Have him. They had Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones last year on their roster.
Look, they said J.J. McCarthy still had an ankle injury, but did you see those players roll into him, into his ankle, and he didn't flinch at all?
That's I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Buddy. I'm seeing signs of Detroit Lions with Matthew Stafford and Calvin Johnson. If y'all don't understand what we're talking about because you're too young to understand that, you had one of the greatest receivers ever on a team with a very, very good quarterback that was often injured, and they did not build pieces around them because their upper management fucking sucked. And I'm telling you right now, in a couple years, we might have another Detroit Lions. Where the Minnesota, and that division is just getting better. I know you hate the Bears and Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams, but that division is just getting better. Everybody's over 500. So I don't know. Minnesota Viking fans, get in for a ride, okay? Get in for a ride. Do you have any bold predictions for Week 8?
The Raiders already lost.
They're on a bye. So they can't win.
I know. But they can sure as hell lose.
No, they can't.
We've seen it happen before.
Okay. So there's rumors Lamar Jackson may play.
Yeah, he can come back this week.
I don't think that's a smart idea. I think they're going to keep him out until next week.
Why? Because I picked the Ravens.
Dude, I want him to play. I have him on one of my fantasy teams. But he was a full practice participating in Ravens, but they don't announce if he'll start. I think by now they would have announced if he'll start. 42 minutes ago, Lamar Jackson, by SB Nation, Lamar Jackson is likely out versus Week 8 versus the Bears. The reason is they have a bye next week. So it does not make sense to bring him in when he's only had 1 or 2 practices in the last 5 weeks when you have a full bye next week and you can get him completely prepared. I think they have a bye next week. No, they don't. Then never mind. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. When is their bye? Oh, they had a week 7 bye. That's right. Never mind. I'm fucking backwards. So hopefully they do start him.
We had this conversation last week.
Yeah, I know.
He's able to come back this week.
Marijuana affects the memory. So I'm gonna give you my bold prediction. Okay. My bold prediction is gonna be that the Jets and the Giants both win.
Who do you think the Jets are starting at quarterback?
Justin Fields. I know Aaron hasn't announced it. I know he has not announced it. I think that if it was Tyrod Taylor, I think he's going to let it play out. I think if it was Tyrod Taylor, he would have already announced it. I think they're going to give Justin Fields one more option. This seems like a pretty good game because the Bengals defense is not good. They are playing Joe Flacco. So, I mean, yes, Jamar Chase is going to torch Sauce Gardner. But I think this is a very good game for the Jets to play Justin Fields and give him one last opportunity. I still think, even though they're 0-6 and Justin Fields has looked like absolute garbage, I still think they're a better team with him over Tyrod Taylor. I think Tyrod Taylor at this point in the career is he's only gonna get so far. Justin Fields just needs to get confidence and start fucking playing better. If he plays better, but if you want to tank, maybe you pay Thyroid.
Thyroid,
that's his new name, Thyroid. Remember, he was fucking he was in San Diego until they tried to give him the steroid shot in his fucking heart, and they pierced his lungs. And Justin Herbert started Thyroid. But I think the Jets and the Giants both do upsets and both win this week. That's my bold prediction. Not bold enough for me to predict it. The Jets beating the Bengals in the... Well, fuck it. If I'm going to say it, I'm going to have to stand on it.
Well, I'm about to say stand on business.
I'm going to say it. I'm going to have to stand on it. All right. It's there. So that's my prediction. Giants play the Eagles. I think they beat them twice. I know it's kind of stupid. The Eagles will probably beat the shit out of them. But other than that, it seems like a ho-hum week. Do you see what I'm saying? Bills, Panthers, that should be Bills easily. Bears, Ravens should be a good game. Falcons, Dolphins. Falcons should beat the shit out of them, but the Dolphins may get their win. Like, there's a lot of these games, if I was betting, I would not touch. I would not touch the Dolphins, Falcons. I would not touch the Bears, Ravens. Depending on what the line is, I'd put money on the Jets. I'd put money on the Giants. Probably the Bills. 49ers, Texans, I don't know. If I had to put money, I'd put it on the Patriots. Colts, Bucks. Wouldn't touch the Cowboys, Broncos game. Wouldn't touch the Packers, Steelers game. All right, NBA opening week. No, you didn't watch much basketball, buddy. But the NBA has had some fucking amazing games.
And some amazing arrests, too.
Yeah, we'll get into that in a second. But we got to give props due to where props is due. So when it started, game started on Tuesday, Rockets versus the Thunder, double overtime. Double overtime game. KD on the Rockets, double overtime. Great game, by the way. Very good game. Shea, in my opinion, is on a legacy tour. Shea, there's multiple times. Shea is about to. He can't get much better than what he did last year, but Shea, I think, is he's trying to put people on notice. Warriors, Lakers, ho-hum. Then you had the next night, you had 12 games. So, of course, I watched my Sixers beat the Celtics. Celtics are 0-2. Very good game, even though it came down to the wire. But couple games are good. Magic, Heat. Spurs versus the Mavericks, they were not good for the reasons of it being close. It was good because Victor Wembanyama decided that he's going to be a fucking center and not a point guard. Dude, you have got to look up his highlights. There is one highlight where this dude gets the ball, drop baseline, does a reverse jam, and I swear his feet only jump 2 inches off the ground. He's like hovering in the air. He was dominating motherfuckers. He went to the hole, was in the post, and then he was still hitting people with step back threes. That is fucking scary. I think that was scary. That was absolutely fantastic. Suns came back to beat the Kings, not that big a deal. Then in the second game, Thursday night, you had Thunder versus Pacers. Again, that went to overtime. You had Nuggets versus Warriors. I think that one went to overtime with the Warriors pulling it out. Warriors are really, really good. Al Horford was a great pickup for the Warriors. A very, very good pickup for the Warriors. It's not fraud. We'll get into that in a second, though, but it's not fraud. So Pistons, Wizards, those are pretty good. So right now, Celtics are 0-2. I think the Rockets are 0-2. The Pistons and Rockets were great. That was a very good game. Luka scored 23 points in the first quarter against the Timberwolves. And the Lakers were still down the first quarter. They did win that game, but very, very good. Today on the schedule, we got a couple games. My Sixers take on the Hornets. Can't wait to watch that. We'll watch a lot more basketball, but yeah, we got a couple games. Thing I'm not liking about the NBA, and I think it's the thing I do like and the thing that I don't like. I think the NBA with the TNT, I think it kind of worked out because Tuesday's game was on Peacock. Wednesday's games were on Wednesday and Thursday were on ESPN, and Friday was on Amazon Prime. So like normally you would have Tuesday and Thursday were TNT, Wednesday and Friday were ESPN. So, and then you'd have your other games, your ABC and stuff like that. So again, it was just really, it wasn't, once I figured out where the games were, I was watching a lot of the games on Stream East because my team wasn't any of those teams that were playing on national TV. But once I figured out where the games was, it was really easy. Like last night I was watching the Lakers game, sitting on my couch watching it on Amazon Prime. Because I don't have TNT or Paramount. I do have Paramount Plus now because my daughter has it and she signed into it for me. All right. So let's get into FBI and the NBA. Okay. So let's first get into a couple things. Let's get Jeremy's point of view on this real quick from a non-NBA fan. NBA fan. Go ahead. What are your thoughts?
I mean, what'd you expect? How is Shohei Ohtani not fucking arrested yet? And y'all motherfuckers sat here and thought it was his fucking translator who fucking did it.
You're right. You're right.
Just because his translator is the one who said he fucking did it.
You're right.
No, but I mean Shohei Ohtani is the one who fucking did it. But anyway,
this comes after the Dodgers gave up a 9-run 6th inning last night.
The Dodgers are frauds.
We'll get into that in a second too, but go ahead.
But I mean, everybody's been posting clips of fucking the subs Chauncey Billups has done, but then the Chauncey Billups thing is confusing to me because they announced that his was poker games and shit like that, and then the Terry Rozier thing. I mean, the clips of him playing is fucking, bro, what the fuck? Like, God, I don't watch basketball, but motherfucker, I'd have been able to call that shit out in the fucking heartbeat. Like, holy hell.
So,
I mean, but what do you expect? Like, it's obviously going to happen. It's we're in 2025, and you're not. I mean, it's to be expected that people are going to be betting on games and shit, and you have the ability to. It's so easily accessible that it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So how do you control it? There's no way to control it.
There's 3 points to this case. 3 different investigations. Okay. So the first investigation, we'll get it over with. Very, very simple. That is the illegal poker gambling. Okay. That is very similar to what Gilbert Arenas was doing when he got in trouble for the underground illegal poker games with the women there. And he got arrested and almost caused him to lose his deal with Underdog and all that stuff. He got arrested 8 months ago, to the point that Rachel Nichols even brought it up and Gil brought it up, joking around, coming in with an informant lunch on his latest podcast.
Yeah, but have you seen what they're saying about this?
Yeah, hold on. I know. I'm about to get into that. So, but it's an illegal gambling. The NBA doesn't give a fuck about that. They don't care about the illegal poker games. So the illegal poker games, they were using, it has the mafia involved, so that we still have to get more details on how the mafia was involved, but in exactly how Chauncey Billups and some of these NBA players were connected. Some people are speculating that it could be like appearance fees, very similar to what Gilbert Arenas said, where you pull my name in, there's a lot of people that will show up, and then you have all this shit going on. Now, the big smoking gun is the x-ray glasses.
And the tables.
Yes. So the x-ray glasses.
I want the fucking table.
So the glasses can be seen. You could see every card that's on there. So living in Vegas, if somebody has this table in an underground poker, what the fuck do you think Vegas has?
I want the table.
Okay, so
and then we're gonna have Vegas Benchwarmers fucking poker nights.
That's the first thing, right? So there was, of course, cheating. Because of that cheating in underground pokers of this amount is illegal. That's why the FBI is in it. And these people that were getting cheated had no way of knowing they were losing, right? So we got to figure out the involvement of Chauncey Billups. They don't know if he was actually participating in the games. They don't know if he was the one cheating. They don't know if he was known about the cheating and got paid off. They don't know, right? So Damon, another former player, Damon, I think it's Damon Jones. I'm throwing a blank on his last name. He's also involved in that. The second thing that a lot of people are going to say the NBA is rigged is the player props. So that's the Terry Rozier. That is the Jonte Porter, which Jonte Porter had already admitted to this a couple years ago, where he was pulling himself out, and he got arrested. Terry Rozier.
That message, Abe, and I've always hated the Dodgers.
Terry Rozier, my Raiders suck. Dodgers game too. Let's go. This message is brought to you by the Nuts Inc. Thank you. This message is brought to you by the Nuts Inc. Okay. These nuts Inc. Got it. Okay. So that's the player props. We know about this. Terry Rozier would have an over-under on minutes or foul or whatever the fuck it was, and he would pull himself out of games. We've known about this. This is something that the NBA has known about, and they have investigating for a while. They actually held him out of games. The biggest difference that they have is they can't have the same investigative techniques that the FBI does. They can't wiretap phones. They can't make witnesses turn over. They can't do any of this shit. So they have known about this investigation, and he was rigging his points and giving bettors to other people. So when we say rigged NBA games, if you see how many fucking minutes Terry Rozier or Jonte Porter says, don't talk to me about that rigged that shit. The third one, which is the one that the NBA is most care about, is the loose lips with players being injured or out of games. This has happened in the NFL. This has happened in the NBA. The NFL and NBA are both strategically trying to figure out ways to stop this. The problem is it is a strategy for teams. So in the NBA, you have a game time decision. We see this in the NFL, right? We're talking about this just a couple seconds ago with Lamar Jackson, right? Lamar Jackson may be a game time decision. But they may know that he's not playing this week, but they want to keep their teams guessing. So that's a very strategic way. Am I right, Jeremy? You don't want your superstar to be in there. That's the same thing that the NBA players are doing. NBA teams are doing the exact same thing. Hey, LeBron's a game time decision, and they don't announce that he's not going to play until a couple minutes before the game, right? Now, even though they know on Saturday he's not going to play, they know on Sunday he's not going to play, but they know in that morning before that workout he's not going to play. There are some actual game time decisions, but they don't want to give that information out because they want the teams preparing for LeBron to play. The NBA has actually tried to find teams and make their injury report way more transparent for this exact reasoning. They've been doing this for years. The biggest problem that they have now is, like Jeremy said, it is so accessible. So beforehand, if Chauncey Billups happened to be talking to somebody and said, yeah, you know, Dame's out. Dame is going to be out the rest of the season. We're holding him out. That person goes and tells somebody else, a bookie, they would have to call a bookie, get that information, and that bookie would have to take their bet. But because of how accessible it is now, you can literally bet whatever the fuck you want on whatever you want. You could come up and see that there's a prop that the Blazers are going to be the next 15 games, they're going to go on a win streak or whatever, and you know Dame Lillard's going to be held out and they're going to tank. You bet the opposite, bam. That is what it is. LeBron is the reason why I bring that up, because in one of the reports, LeBron was leaked. So they don't know if the coaches or players right at this time are actually leaking it. There is a player in Orlando.
I'll be right back. I gotta grab my wallet.
Okay, that one of the guys called him and basically asked if a player would be in or out. So I'm not going to speculate on how it is. I'm not going to speculate on what the players are saying or if they're 100% doing this for money. Yes. Could it be that, hey, I call you? Now, from my understanding, the mafia, the 5 families, are only involved in the legal gambling poker games. We'll probably find out more details that maybe they're involved in all of this shit. I don't know. Okay. But it is quite possible that somebody could call Chauncey Billups and say, hey, can I get some information? I'll pay you $500,000. Yeah, Dame's going to be out for the rest of the season. We haven't announced it. That player goes and makes a bet. Dame's going to be out there. Their win total goes down 100%. 100%. Same thing could happen with LeBron James. LeBron James, hey, we know LeBron James is going to be out in the morning. That line is still a lot bigger. They go and place money on it, but the games still have to be played. That's the issue. So, yes, having LeBron James, Damian Lillard, one of these big stars out can 100%, I need to get new glasses, can 100% change the outcome of the game. They could change the way the games are won, but at the same time, the games still have to be played. And what I mean by that is we've seen multiple times where teams that suck beat good teams. Yes, the poker table was X-ray and so were the glasses. You can actually Google and YouTube information and people already have videos up of what you could see with the glasses on. The tables was complete pandemonium. But I live in Vegas. Sorry, I didn't see you come back. So Jeremy, explain more about the tables. Explain your point of view of the table.
Oh, it's a fucking X-ray table. Yeah. They can see all the cards that are face down on the table. So you know what everybody's hands is. So It's easier to make bets. But so if I have my cards, I know what my cards are, and then I can see what everybody else's cards are. So if
game's over,
I don't have the winning hand, I can fold my cards. So it saves me money. And then if I know it helps me bet the cards. So if I know I have the best hand, then I could bet more money.
Yep. I could make my money last longer by not doing stupid bets. I also know if somebody's bluffing.
It helps me. It helps me know how much money I can bet to keep people in the game.
It also takes away all the psychological advantages. It takes away all the telltale signs, all of that. Because in poker, people have tells. So if I'm great at thinking that, hey, I can, I'm going to bluff and I'm great at bluffing, that is no longer a strength for me because Jeremy knows my cards. All of them.
There's a bunch that have.
All of them. Listen, we both live in Vegas. We see these casinos be built. All of them.
It's a big part of how they catch card counters.
So if you listen to a lot of these card counters that will tell you, there's one guy that made the greatest point in the world. Steph Curry shoots 1,000 shots a day and basically knows when it's going in or out. A roulette player does 1,000 rolls a day. Do you think they can't hit on certain numbers? Do you think that the casino does not have an invested interest in making sure their odds are more in favor of them? Yes. Card counting technically is math. So it's not illegal, but in the casinos, they'll kick you out. Not like 21 Blackstreet, but they'll just tell you can't bet there. There's a lot of casinos that Dana White is banned from because he's too good at winning. And you don't even have to be good at card counting. If you're just too good at winning, they will bet you. But if you are good at any table, you will see it. You'll sit down, you'll play games, and sooner or later the dealer will switch. And then sooner or later another dealer will switch. And then they'll start giving you all these comps because they're hoping that you're going to lose. Yeah, so it's invested interest for them to win. So now back to the loose lips sink ships. So basically, there's injury reports that people are getting information on ahead of time, which is allowing the line to jump. Because the NBA has known about this for years. They didn't know, they had to know about the betting aspect, just like the NFL knows about this. But the issue that you have is there's nothing they can really do about it. Because it could be something as simple as, and I'm not saying, again, when I said I don't want to speculate, saying that the NBA coaches are actually taking money for this, but it could be something as simple as somebody overhears it. I'm sitting down I'm a waiter, and I come give Chauncey Billups, who's sitting down at a dinner, and he says, hey, we're going to sit Dame for the rest of the season. He could be talking on it. I could be looking at somebody's email because they might not have the screen privacy. There's a lot of different ways this information could come out, even if the coaches and players aren't telling. Fuck, Dame could be pissed and being like, motherfucker, I don't want to sit out. And that's how they hear about it. So it's a lot different. Like, we've heard the stories of them trying to force Michael Jordan out and Michael Jordan having a kick going crazy. I'm not fucking sitting out. So that could be how it happens. So the issue that it has is for a sport that has had so many controversies. Like, baseball's had rigged controversies, but all of those happened years ago. Like the 1920-30 White Sox, Pete Rose. All of that shit, all of those scandals happened years ago. The NFL, you've had that, but you don't, besides players betting on teams, you don't really hear any rigged shit. You see what I'm saying? Except for, when Aaron Foster came out and said the scriptwriters. But the NBA in the last 25 years has had the Donahue controversy. We've had multiple games that seem rigged. Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals between the Lakers and the Kings. The discrepancy between the Mavs and the Heat in the 2006 with Dwayne Wade having so many more foul shots. Like, we've seen, and that's how people say if you're going to rig it, the referees. So we've seen multiple controversies, and then this shows up. And the first thing that headlines say is players are point shaving, basically. But again, you still have to play the game. I think it's very, very hard to rig a sport. There's too many people that know, too many people that play. And I just think it's very, very hard to rig a sport. So I don't think it's rigged, but yeah. Chauncey Billups has had the worst week. Okay, I'm just saying that. Terry Rozier knew this shit was coming. Terry Rozier was arrested in Orlando. So yeah, stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. I mean, did we not have? Oh, I'm sorry. We did have a huge cheating scandal not too long ago in baseball with the Astros. I forgot about that. But yeah, you have multiple things like that. We have players. We know this. Players that have said that coaches and organizations have set them so they did not get bonuses. So it's all strategic the way it is. I don't think you can rig any sport games. Let's go ahead and talk about the Dodgers last night. I didn't watch much of the Dodgers. I thought the Dodgers were going to beat the shit out of the Blue Jays. Okay. I thought the Dodgers were going to win it in 5. Jeremy, what are your thoughts on last night?
I didn't watch the baseball game, but
I didn't either.
I hope the Dodgers lose forever and ever and never win shit.
I didn't watch the game. I was in fantasy group chat, another group chat with some Dodgers fans. And I was like, yo, how stressed are you? Because the game was 2-2. I was watching the fucking Lakers game. I went up to say Luka has 23 points at the end of the first quarter. And somebody's like, fuck the Lakers. Fuck the Dodgers. I was like, what the fuck? How do you give up 9 runs in the 6th?
Because they're frauds.
9 runs in the 6th? But you having football scores. 9-run fucking quarter. All right. And then WWE. What'd you think of Raw this week? What'd you think of SmackDown? What do you think is going to happen with Halloween?
I didn't watch much of SmackDown last night.
Me neither.
Raw. I didn't watch too much of it. I don't know.
I just want to see where the storyline goes with the Bronze. That's all I want to see. I want to see the Bronze. The Kabuki Warriors said they're coming for the titles.
I didn't see that part.
Yeah,
See,
they said they're coming for the tag team titles.
I haven't been paying too much attention because I'm focused on trying to book this vacation.
Yeah.
But I'm not too. I haven't been paying too much attention to the Kabuki Warriors because I don't think much is going to happen with that.
Oh no! Well, they said basically after what was it? Asuka said after Kyrie attacked Rhea, she showed her what she needed to see, and now they're coming from the fucking tag team titles.
I think Kyrie Sane is gonna. I think Asuka's gonna turn on Kyrie. As far as the Bronze, God only knows where that shit's going.
Well, then you have AJ Lee. I mean, not AJ Lee. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. Fuck, I combined those two names. Won the tag team championships.
I like that.
It's the farewell tour to Styles.
Yeah, I like that. I like that they're giving AJ Styles a prop for his.
Well, he's gonna win the Intercontinental title.
Yeah, I mean, I like that they're giving him not a prop, but like a prop up for his final year.
Dude, I'm just waiting for Finn Balor to fucking go on his own.
I've been waiting for that fucking whole Judgment Day to fucking break down forever.
Now they gonna have a reason to, because remember, Finn won at the IC title, but he was okay with tag team championships. I think it's gonna be Finn versus AJ at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental title, or a triple threat match.
It's gonna have to be a triple threat because they can't win the Intercontinental title without the Intercontinental title involved.
Dom's gonna lose it to Finn at the Royal Rumble. Because you know they want to push Dom, especially since they had him in the final two of the Battle Royal for the WWE title.
AJ versus Dom would be a better match. It'd be more hype.
Boy, AJ and Finn would be fun. Dude, the leader of the Bullet Clubs, there's so much drama from Japan.
Dom has more.
Fuck Dom.
He has more pull right now.
I can't stand that motherfucker.
I can't stand him either, but he has more pull right now.
I can't stand him in a good way. Like, you can't stand bad guys. How the fuck does he keep holding on that title? Battle Royale, Jey Uso wins. What the fuck's going on?
I said last week, I don't understand what was the point of having a triple threat match and having CM Punk pin Jey Uso to just turn around and have the Battle Royal and have Jey Uso win? What was the whole fucking point?
This is the question I'm having. Do you think that if Jey Uso goes to win and they fight in that Battle Royal, do you think that Braun and them interfere?
Oh, they're definitely going to interfere.
Okay.
But who are they going to interfere with?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think they're going to interfere with CM Punk, but if they interfere to cost CM Punk the championship, is Seth Rollins still in charge? Just curious. Just curious. You know what I'm saying? Just a little curious. I know. I'm happy that Becky Lynch is coming back. She's getting meaner.
Yeah, we know.
AJ Lee gonna take the title. We know this. But Becky Lynch getting meaner. What she told Paul Heyman. Oh, it sent chills up my spine. I need Becky Lynch back to versus Ronda Rousey. Becky Lynch. That's what I need. Back when she told fucking Ronda Rousey, your fucking face is as frail as your ego, and I'm gonna break both of them bitches. I need that shit. All right, so I'm gonna be honest. I'm already tired of Cody Rhodes. What about you?
I mean, I don't mind it, but you never like Cody Rhodes, so
This is annoying.
I mean, Roman Reigns was annoying for 1,000 whatever fucking days, and
Hey, you better stop.
defended the title fucking 3 times.
He defended it way more than 3
It
times.
never showed up.
That was one of the greatest storylines of all time. That storyline was so good. It had like 3 WrestleMania moments. The Bloodline was 4 was so fucking good. The fact when Sami Zayn turned on him, oh my god. Cody Rhodes is just generic to me. I just don't like him. I don't think he's that good in the ring. I don't think he's that good on the mic.
Roman Reigns has a Superman punch and a spear.
I didn't say Roman Reigns was good in the ring. I said the storyline was fire. Hey, he also has the choke out. The guillotine.
3.
You better acknowledge the tribal champion.
I'm not acknowledging shit.
Okay. You should understand this shit. So, last question for us before we jump off. I redid this to start franchise with one player because last time it was unfair because the way I did it, they weren't all in the same era.
Yeah, I know.
Right, they didn't all play at the same
time. Pointed that out.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody pointed that out and kind of ruined the whole entire experience. So I went back and redid it, right? So we got start franchise with 1. Montana, Elway, Bradshaw, Aikman. Cargill, not a good fit for a heel. She's a better fit as the heel than a babyface. She is much better at AEW as a heel, in my opinion. She's just not a good fit at all. She needs to go play on American Gladiators. Because Becky's the shit.
Because she's an attention seeker.
That's a combination. I'm not saying that's a combination. I don't think it was either one of those two. I think it was everything. When the way it started with Jey Uso and that stuff falling in line, the way it continued to pick up, I think it was everybody involved. I mean, at one point in time, Sami Zayn was the MVP of the fucking Bloodline. So I think it was just a very, very good storyline. Yes, do I think it got stale when they didn't win, when Cody didn't beat him at the first WrestleMania? Yes, 100%. And then The Rock got involved and it just killed everything. But up until that point, I think it was everybody involved. There was multiple matches that were very, very good, multiple defenses, multiple storylines that bled into each other. I wish that they would have just done the whole Seth Rollins coming back and helping Cody Rhodes at the first WrestleMania and didn't carry it a full year longer. First question, what offense are we running? I don't fucking know. Whatever offense you want. It's your franchise. This is your first pick of the franchise. You start a new franchise. First pick, got to get a quarterback. You could run whatever you want to run. You could pick whatever coach you want to run. You can put him on whatever team you want to run. Ultimate team. And the reason why Marino's not in here is because he did not win a championship. Okay, he says Aikman. Go ahead, Aikman. I could see that. So you basically telling me with Aikman, you're going to try to build a dynasty again. I can see that. Aikman over Montana, though? Okay. Think Aikman's more versatile in an offense? Think you can run different offenses with him? I mean, we know Montana right in the West Coast to a specialty. Jeremy, you still deciding over here?
I'm doing research.
Did I stump you? This one's kind of hard. I'm going to go with Montana. I'm not 4-0 in the Super Bowl. Never threw an interception. I've seen him play with the Chiefs. I've seen him play with the Niners. So I've seen him in 2 different organizations. Just think he's all around winner. I honestly don't like Aikman. I hated him. If second to Aikman would have been John Elway, or second to Montana would have been Elway. Got you. Yeah, but remember, if it's whoever you pick, I'm running the West Coast with Montana. That's what I'm picking. But yeah, I'm picking Montana. Aikman, I just never liked. I even as an announcer, I don't like him. So I'm not a fan of him. Yes, he was a very good quarterback. I'm not going to say that team was great because the team was a dynasty. But yeah, he was a very good quarterback. I just like Montana. And then it would have been Elway. And then Aikman, then Bradshaw. Because I have no respect for Bradshaw as a quarterback when comparing him to other quarterbacks.
I mean, Montana has a perfect Super Bowl record.
No interception in the Super Bowl.
But Bradshaw also has 4 Super Bowl championships and 2 Super Bowl MVPs, a league MVP.
Bradshaw's garbage. Bradshaw is the definition of a quarterback that had an amazing fucking team around him.
Well, I mean,
when you think of that team,
they all had strong teams.
Bradshaw's like the 5th person you think of.
But they all had strong teams.
I know, but Bradshaw's like the 5th person you think of. If I go 49ers.
So when all 4 quarterbacks all had strong teams, but Bradshaw's the only one that you're sitting here saying that it's a bad thing for.
Bradshaw's garbage. I told you I have no respect for him in the greatest conversation.
Because he had a strong team?
Huh?
Because he had a strong team?
No, I don't think he was a good quarterback. He
had 4 Super Bowl championships. 2 Super Bowl MVPs and a league MVP.
You're 100% right. And again, when you think of that team, he is like the 5th person you mentioned. He is an overrated quarterback for his time. You think of Franco Harris, Lynn Swann, their whole fucking defense, and then you think of him. Yeah, I just don't. Dude, he threw for 212 touchdowns to 210 interceptions in his career.
So you take John Elway, who had a 2-3 record in the Super Bowl, who has a losing record in the Super Bowl,
who performed better the rest of his career.
He had a losing record in the Super Bowl.
You're right, but if he's
a loser, and he has teeth the size of chiclets.
He performed better than Bradshaw did. Are we really having this conversation?
But Bradshaw has 4 Super Bowl wins.
You're right, and Bradshaw also
has 2.
You're right.
And he has teeth the size of a fucking billboard.
You're right. You're 100% right. And in the playoffs.
And he plays for the Broncos.
Hold on. In the playoffs, Bradshaw threw 30 touchdowns to 26 interceptions.
How many Super Bowl championships?
Even in his Super Bowls. He threw
how many championships?
8 No. Dude.
How many championships? Dude. How many Super Bowl wins?
4. I have a question.
How many does Elway have?
How many touchdowns?
How many championships does Elway have?
2. Jeremy, okay. How many touchdowns did Bradshaw throw in those 4 playoff runs? I'll tell you. 6, 14, 20. He threw 20 touchdowns in 4 fucking playoff runs. He played 3 games, 3 games, 3 games, 3 games. So in 12 games, he didn't even average 2 touchdowns. And you're saying he's one of... No, he had a great fucking team. Yes, he did not do shit wrong.
All 4 of these quarterbacks had great teams.
And all 4
but Bradshaw is the only one you're saying that's a bad fucking thing for.
The other 3 quarterbacks outperformed him. So when we're
John
talking
Elway has 2 fucking Super Bowl wins to fucking Bradshaw's 4.
Okay, it's your pick. I picked Montana. It's your pick. Whoever you want to pick.
But you're sitting here arguing with me.
I'm telling you right now, if I put Joe Montana,
but you and Anthony,
John Elway,
you and Anthony are both sitting here saying
dude,
Bradshaw had a great defense. And that's the only one of these 4 quarterbacks you're saying that for. But all 4 quarterbacks had great defenses.
If I put Montana, Elway, or Aikman on that fucking Pittsburgh team, they win more than 4 rings. If I put Bradshaw on any of these teams, they may not fucking win. That is, I don't understand.
But you two are using the argument that he had a great defense to degrade his 4 championships.
No,
all 4 of these quarterbacks had a great defense.
I'm not degrading him.
But it's only a bad thing because
I'm not degrading him. He is one of the best quarterbacks to ever play. But if I'm comparing him against great quarterbacks in the great thing and I'm starting a franchise, I'm sorry. I don't want a guy that every touchdown he throws a fucking interception for his whole entire career, including in the playoffs, even though he was a Super Bowl
MVP. Good thing it's not your fucking franchise.
I said it's your pick. You can pick whoever you want.
So then why are you sitting here fucking arguing with me about my fucking franchise?
You didn't say you picked Bradshaw. I just said I disrespect
when I started this.
Oh, I didn't know you were picking Bradshaw. If you want Bradshaw, you can pick Bradshaw. I thought we were just arguing about how good he was. That's why I kept saying it's your pick. I picked Montana. That's why I said it's your pick. I didn't know you were picking Bradshaw. I thought you were just shitting on us because we picked different people. And we didn't pick Bradshaw with 4 rings. I apologize. If you want to start with Bradshaw, you're more than welcome to. It's your team. I'm taking Montana. He's taking Aikman. So you're taking Bradshaw?
But wait a second. Why are you taking Aikman, who had a dominant defense?
I'm not taking Aikman.
Well, I'm just saying, why are you taking Aikman with a dominant defense?
Because he's better than Bradshaw.
But he only has 3 rings because he had a dominant defense.
He's 3-0 in the Super Bowl. Oh, so let's see Aikman. Let's see Aikman.
But he had a dominant defense.
Let's do this.
But he had a dominant defense.
Let's do this right now. Let's just do this, okay? Because I've argued this so many fucking times for people that don't understand. Okay, so for instance, Aikman in the playoffs, he never won MVP, but his playoffs, when he was in his playoffs, he has a Super Bowl MVP. He threw 8 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
And he had a dominant defense.
He threw 8 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Bradshaw had a dominant defense, a dominant running back, and a dominant fucking wide receiver, and still found a reason to throw the fucking ball to the defense. Was he colorblind? I don't fucking know. I don't know. I'm sorry. One of the greatest plays ever in Pittsburgh Steelers history starts off with Bradshaw throwing an interception almost. There's 2 plays that everybody knows from the Steelers in those 70s. The Franco Harris catch, where Bradshaw throws the ball and somehow it bounces off of Raiders' fucking hands right into Franco Harris. That should have been a fucking pick. And then you have the Lynn Swann catch, where Bradshaw literally throws it into fucking triple coverage or overthrows a wide open fucking Lynn Swann and he makes some miraculous catch. So, in his 3 Super Bowl runs, he threw 8-5. He played in 9 games. So threw 17 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. Bradshaw in 4 fucking Super Bowls threw 20 touchdowns to 4, 8, 5 is 13, 14. There's a difference in caliber of quarterback. You cannot not admit that. You could pick Bradshaw. That's your pick. But why are we picking our other team?
4 rings than the other. They both had great defenses.
I picked Montana. So say something else. Say something else.
Montana had a great team around him too. So what's your point?
Montana is 4-0 in the playoffs, in the Super Bowl. He has 4 rings. He has 0 interceptions in those Super Bowl runs. Dude, they're just better quarterbacks. Maybe not Elway. But Montana and Aikman is just a better quarterback than Bradshaw, statistically wise. Even if they had better teams, they did. They all had great teams.
But the only one y'all was talking about, they had a good defense, and that's the reason was fucking Bradshaw. That was the fucking point I was pointing out. The only one y'all were bitching about the defense for was Bradshaw.
Bradshaw didn't have a good defense. He had a legendary defense.
Aikman did too.
No. The 70 Steelers
Cowboys were a fucking dynasty. What the fuck do you mean?
The 70 Steelers defense is one of the best defenses in the history of the
And the 90s Cowboys were a fucking dynasty.
So were the 70 Steelers.
But
so again, we're arguing semantics.
Defense.
You're right. But the 70 Steelers defense was still better than the 90s Cowboys. It's the best defense out of these 4 fucking teams. It's the best defense. Their fucking defensive tackle had a Coca-Cola commercial.
Oh, so now we're basing it off on who had a fucking commercial.
No, I'm just saying it's the best.
You just now it's who has a fucking commercial.
You do.
Are we fucking serious?
Okay, hold on.
If that's the case, I think Darren Waller had a couple.
Just to give you an idea,
he fucking good.
The 70 Steelers had a more historically dominant defense, while the 90s Cowboys were also elite. The 76, a peak Steelers curtain, is ranked number 1 in the NFL history in both scoring, total defense, scoring only allowed. The Cowboys 90s won 3 Super Bowls. That Steelers defense is the best defense in NFL history. He said Coke commercials are hard to get. He said real talk. He didn't hear you pick Bradshaw either. I'm not saying Bradshaw's bad. Bradshaw's a great quarterback. But if I'm going to pick out of 4 great quarterbacks.
No, that's exactly what you said.
No, I did not.
You did.
I've said this multiple times.
Because
no, Jeremy, we're not having an argument about Bradshaw and fucking Joe Flacco. We're picking 4 of the greatest quarterbacks. So there are things that separate great quarterbacks. Somebody has to be better. And it just can't be that you're 4-0 in the fucking playoffs. You have to have statistics and stats. You have to have a good career. I'm building a franchise not based off of 4-0 in the playoffs because I may not have that fucking defense. I'm building a franchise based off of his career stats. And careerly, he wins a lot, but he also threw a lot of interceptions. And he did play for a long time. We need to do wide receiver pick next. We can do that next week. Do you want to do current wide receivers or old wide receivers, Jeremy?
Whatever. I won't. What's next week? Oh, I'll still be here.
Yeah, we'll still be here next week. That's what I'm saying. And then the next week after that, we'll be off, and then you're gone for like 3 Sundays or 3 Saturdays, right?
Is it 3 Saturdays? I don't know.
I think so. I thought it was.
Hold on, let me see.
I thought it was the 15th, the 22nd, and the 29th. You'll be in Hawaii.
Yeah,
that's right. See, I pay attention when you talk sometimes.
It's the 15th, I'll be on an airplane.
Yeah, you'll be on the airplane. Yeah, and then the 29th, you'll be in Hawaii.
22nd, I'll be in the Philippines. 29th, I'll be in Hawaii.
Yep. So next week we can do, but what do we want to do? Do we want to do current day or wait, we can't combine them? That's just not fair.
No, it has to be fair.
No, we can't combine current and old timers just like we did with the. I can't say, oh, I want Steve Largent and Larry Fitzgerald. You can't put those 2 in the same category.
Wait, so who'd you pick?
Montana. So if we do current, that's fine. I'll just pick last 20 years. And if we do our childhood, we'll just go from the 80s to the 2000s. They could have played in the 70s, but they just were prominent in the 80s. That's kind of what I did with this one. Every single quarterback here played in the 80s. Even though Bradshaw was more prominent in the 70s and Aikman was more prominent in the 90s.
Wait, how many receivers are we taking?
2? Just start with 2? I mean, if we take 3, that's even easier. But it depends on what your offense is running. So we'll start with 2. We'll just do two receivers. Come back. When you come back, we'll do a tight end, do a running back, offensive line, defense. Gee, you still be on that $50 for that Wi-Fi? LOL.
$50 for what Wi-Fi? Where the fuck are you buying Wi-Fi?
I wish I had that shit here. 6 pick, 1 old players, 1 new player from the same team, past and present. Okay, that sounds good. So basically, after we do our team, we get to pick 1 old player and 1 new player from the same team. So you could probably pick 1 old and 1 new from whoever you want. We could do it based off of our teams we like.
Wait, what?
We would then pick the last 1 old player and 1 new player from the same team. So, for example, I could pick Rashid Rice or Chris Jones, because I defense, and Christian Okoye. Or I could go current and do like Ravens Ray Lewis.
Oh,
and Derrick Henry. Do you see what I'm saying? And Derrick Henry. He said, or like Calvin Johnson and St. Brown. Yeah.
Okay, bet.
That sounds good, right? So they won't have to get Sam and him on this. We'll put this in the chat so they know. So they could put in their team. Are you keeping tabs of it? That's what I thought. Because as soon as I saw you doing that, I was like, okay. So we'll put it in the chat so we know. So we'll go wide receiver, tight end, halfback, offensive line, defense. 1 old, 1 new player. Imagine. Oh, buddy, you could get Janikowski. Wide receiver, tight end, running back, offensive line, defensive field. And then add that 1 old, 1 new. Or you could just put, current player, previous player, retired player. But yeah, that is nice. That is a good idea. Very good idea for that one. But you know what? That would be sick. Could you imagine if you had like a team and you said, hey, okay, here we go. Troy Aikman. And then for his receivers, we go past, right? Let's just say we go past. He's like, what? I want Michael Irvin. I want, whoever he's got, right? Michael Irvin. We'll just give him the Cowboys. Michael Irvin, Alvin Harper, and somebody else, right? And then for his tight end, he picks Gronkowski or somebody because we got to go more current with the tight ends. He picks Gronk. Then for his offensive line, he picks the Patriots offensive line of the 2000s with the 1976 Steelers defense. And then this motherfucker brings in Calvin Johnson and St. Brown. Like, this is going to be fun. This is going to be a lot of fun. Now, when we go defense and offensive line, are we just going to pick like a year? Or are we just going to pick like dynasties?
I mean, like I mean,
or Super Bowl. Maybe they have to be playing the Super Bowl. Because that's another thing all these guys have in common. So like you could pick like the 2000 fucking whatever Ravens defense. I'll probably keep them all in the same current aspect. I mean, if I didn't, I'd pick like the 76 Steelers, the Ravens defense, the Bears of the 85. And then what's another fucking amazing defense? Somebody else I'm missing. Sounds like a fantasy draft. Everybody can't have the same players. Exactly. Can't have the same players. But we're starting franchise, so it don't matter. It don't matter. We have to have the same players because then that means whoever picks first kind of has an advantage. And if I'm putting, so we have the same players. I don't care. We just normally probably won't pick the same. That's the thing. Yes, there's going to be a certain couple players that we're going to pick. Like if we put in, if I put in last 20 years receiver, Calvin Johnson, Terrell Owens, Tyreek Hill, and Julio Jones. Probably everybody's going to pick Calvin Johnson. There you go. But if I take out Calvin and put in Antonio Brown, what do we got going on? You know what I'm saying? If I go speedsters, all pro seasons, Super Bowl winning receivers, Super Bowl playing receivers. Where's Plaxico Burress come up in this bitch? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of receivers we could pick from.
Who is Cliff Branch?
And because of the fact that we have that
Brown.
extra, huh?
Give me Tim Brown.
Exactly. Who is Keyshawn Johnson?
Give me Devontae Adams.
Maybe I pick receivers that were drafted in the 90s. Because we have that extra thing now, I'm not going to keep it the same. The quarterbacks, we set it up. We got us all great quarterbacks. But this one, we don't have great receivers, but all of them may have some fucked up shit.
Give me Fred Blitnikoff.
You may get Antonio Brown, but know that this motherfucker's going to go crazy in year 6.
And he's going to jizz on the back of some white lady.
You know what I'm saying? We may get Cooper Riley, but no, at some point in time, he might die at a rock concert, okay? I don't know if you guys remember when he said the N-word at the concert, everybody got mad. We may get Deshaun Jackson, but at the same time, know that there's going to be some rumors floating around him. So I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do it with speedsters, all pros, and Super Bowl playing receivers.
Give me Willie Gold.
Yeah. That might be good. Super Bowl winning in the last 20 years. So we don't have Jerry Rice in there. So because in that scenario, you could have Calvin Johnson, Larry Fitzgerald. And when that Calvin Johnson pick come, y'all going to have to make some decisions. It's going to be Calvin Johnson, Larry Fitzgerald, Randy Moss, and somebody else. Why Jacksonville listening to calls about their wide receiver? Because he doesn't want to be there. He didn't like fucking Trevor Lawrence, right? He doesn't want to be there. Does not want to be there. I don't know what Jacksonville be doing anyway. I know some of these. Oh, fantasy. Last thing. Let's talk about fantasy. Okay, let's talk about how the fantasy working out this week. Let's see, what have we been doing? ESPN. Fantasy. Because Jeremy just beat me. Nobody making some trades. We got some people that ain't really playing, but that's okay.
The Browns just elevated Bailey Zappi from the practice squad and added Shador Sanders back to the injury list.
Shut the fuck up.
What'd I tell you?
All right, standings. Hollow Bears is in first. Peter, 7-0. Oh, I'm not sharing.
That's Howley.
Ali, sorry. I did not. All right, so Kisco Kid, 5-2. Mahomie, that's me, 5-2.
I played Kisco Kid this week.
Mediocre and Proud, 4-3.
Who's that?
That's you. Fucking tripped me out because I didn't know what the fuck tater tots was. Look, what the fuck's tater tots? Bijan Mustard, Sam, 4-3. Emperor Hoodie, Austin, 3-4. Anthony, Honey Badger. Hey, what's going on, buddy? 2-5. Mauricio ain't really playing. Shots from the sideline ain't playing. And Jeremy is 2-5. It's a different Jeremy.
Yeah, my name's not spelled like that.
Yep. So, right now, standings, points for. Jeremy has the second most points in the league. I got the fourth. Anthony has the fifth. Points against. Jeremy is giving up 9. Jeremy's giving up the most points.
It seems like everybody has their best week against me.
Yeah, Anthony's second.
It happened in fucking baseball too.
All right.
Everybody decided to fucking perform their best fucking week against me.
If we had a playoff bracket right now, this would be it. All right, let's go to scoreboard. Let's see what we got going. So right now, currently, we got me and Jeremy playing. Not our Jeremy, other Jeremy. We got Kisco Kid and Mediocre playing. Kisco Kid starting off with 22 points. Okay, 2 people. That's not bad, though. Is that their kicker?
Yeah.
That fucking sucks. But Keenan Allen with only 8.4, that's okay. That's a good start for you. Shots from the sideline and Honey Badger. Dude. Anthony, are you playing? How are you projected to only have 72 total points?
The fuck happened there?
Oh, because
what the hell?
I understand your dilemma now.
Fuck that. I'd have dropped fucking Rashid Shaheed and picked up another fucking quarterback.
Yeah. Well, he might need to put Rashid. Yeah. Yeah, I'm dropping Rashid. I'm picking up another quarterback. Especially since you have Jackson. Because Jaden Daniels is not playing.
I'd have dropped somebody and picked up another quarterback.
Yeah, he's not questionable. He's out. He's not expected to play till next week. Yeah, he's not expected. So you need to get rid of Jaden Daniels. You need to take him out. You need to go pick up a quarterback. Let me see who I can add. Who's the best quarterback out here right now? Oh, you got plenty of options. CJ Stroud, Aaron Rodgers.
Rodgers or Flacco?
Yeah, Flacco. Shit, maybe even. Oh, he's on a bye.
Not that bitch right there.
Who? Him?
Oh, I forgot we're on a bye. Oh, he's still gonna lose.
Geno Smith. Okay. So yeah, you need to do some digging, buddy. You need to do some changing. And then we got the nitty gritty. That's an automatic win for Halo players. I don't even know what Mauricio will be doing. Mauricio joined all. I mean, he at least playing this time. Like I paid attention. He checks his stats.
he plays and then he joins and then he's like, yeah.
No, he picks all of his people.
And then he's
so like 100. Like if you go through and watch him, he checks it like right before.
It's funny because he just don't care.
Yeah, but all of them play. Like I've been paying attention. He just don't care.
It makes me laugh.
It's so fucking hilarious because he does it in every fucking
And it
one.
pisses people off. People get so fucking mad.
They get so mad. And then we got Emperor Hoodie and Bijan.
Like, and they don't even get a little mad. They get mad, man.
I don't know what's going on with him. He was so hyped about playing. He was in the draft and everything. And then he just has not done shit. I don't even know if he's still alive because every so often he'll text me and be like, oh, they're helping the Chiefs out. So, yeah. And he was the one that's like, yeah, I'm in for sure. And was at the draft. Bijan Mustard having some issues. He's having some quarterback troubles. It's kind of interesting. Because do you remember the trade, Jeremy?
Wait, what?
So he's having quarterback troubles. That's really his issue.
Who?
Sam.
Oh.
So he got Bijan Robinson, which was probably the best player in that trade.
He was fucking stupid and made the fucking trade.
Just to get Bijan Robinson.
He's a fucking idiot.
So he did get Bijan Robinson, which is the best player in that trade.
I don't give a fuck.
But for that, he got Chris Godwin and Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow got injured week 2. In that trade, that's one of the only trades I've ever made that has actually worked out in my favor. I got Patrick Mahomes, Breece Hall, and St. Brown.
Who the fuck trades Patrick Mahomes just so you can get fucking Bijan Robinson?
Yep. I mean, at the time, I was giving him Joe Burrow, who threw.
I don't give a fuck who you're getting. Who the fuck trades Patrick Mahomes for fucking Joe Burrow? I wish we would have set this league up where you could fucking vote on the fucking trades.
I didn't set it up. He did.
Because what the fuck?
I don't know. This year is not my year. I set my lineup on Sunday. I only pay attention a couple times. I'm having one of those years in my fantasy league, my money league, which is the one that sucks. I'm 1-6. I won my first game last week. And then the worst part about it was I would have won the week before, but I substituted the wrong person in. I know Wendell Robinson would go off. All right, Jeremy, anything else you want to talk about before we jump off?
I think there was something, but I don't remember what it was.
Oh, yeah.
What was it?
I don't know. That's a question only you can answer.
Fuck, I don't know. I'll remember when we get off.
As soon as we get off here. Whenever you're ready, you can take us out, boss.
Put me in, coach.